So we have 6 presentations from students who visited different research centers. One research center was in Rzeszów in Poland. The other one was in Pardubice, and of course in the University of Rennes.
I am Kim from Austin Peay State University. I'm going to present the fingerprint of rare disease through evanescent interaction of glass fiber with physiological liquid, mostly just urine and blood serum and tissue. How we conducted our experiments. The first one, we used FDR spectrometer, and there's NCT detector. We put a liquid nitrogen inside of NCT detector to cool down, and this is the spectra. So stretching CO, this is what ELISA GB3.
My name is Malia. I'm a physics major at Austin Peay, and I'm going to be presenting the research that I've done over the past month and a half here at the University of Rennes with chalcogenetic glass. You may be familiar with some different applications of it, and because the main advantage they have, which is like what Kim mentioned, is they have a huge transmission range in the infrared spectrum. After that's done is the, not necessarily my favorite, but the more complicated part of the process is working in the glove box. And I did some characterization and structured some thin films from the germanium-20, antimony-5, sulfur-75 chalcogenetic glasses. And I also had a great time traveling to Warsaw with the other students from the University of Rzeszów, where we presented this as well to other IRES NSF students from other universities, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But there is like a gap here, so like our blue line here, up to the substrate, which we were comparing the actual, just the glass by itself with nothing on it.
So my name is Jordan Spencer. So I am not actually with the chemistry or the physics department at Austin Peay. I am with the agriculture department with a concentration in veterinary technology and a minor in biology. So when I return to school because of this program, and I'll kind of get into that, I'm actually declaring double major and going pre-veterinary medicine as well, so that I can go on to veterinary school. My research was antibacterial bioactive glass for medical applications, so the use in medical fields. Primarily my research went into human application. 2,000 degrees is really hot. To be honest, I don't really like heat. I was okay not getting to actually take the sample out. I'm a geoscience major, and we actually had to cross the dam in order to get to this quarry. Yes, so my backpack right now, my shoulders were so sore because I have collected so many rocks. So that'll tell you like how passionate I am about the project, and so I was happy that I was able to take my own samples. Like I said at the beginning, there's CPT-13 volcanic tuff. Volcanic tuff is basically an extrusive igneous rock, which means
when the volcanic eruption happens, the rock is cooling on the surface. And tough basically means that it's formed from compressed ash.
What to do here at the lab was of the equical family, and the elements that would vary are bismuth and antimony. So the amount of bismuth that I have, if it's 20%, for example, the antimony would be 40 minus 20, which is also 20. The 4 compositions that I did in this lab so far are bismuth 5, antimony 35, bismuth 40, bismuth 20, antimony 20, and then another composition with bismuth 5 and antimony 35. I also have another composition with bismuth 40 and an annealing furnace right now, but it's not done yet, so it'll be finished, I think, in the next 2 days. So a bit about the actual material. These are phase change memory materials, which means that they change their phases whenever a certain temperature is reached. For example, on the top left graph, you can see that the resistivity of an SB40 material, or a thin film, changes when you're at around 148 degrees Celsius. And it changes by a drastic amount, which is what phase changing is. And the phase change materials are really good for things such as neuromorphic computing, for example, because in machine learning, which is used in neuromorphic computing, you need a pathway that could be triggered right away upon an introduction of an image, so that image can be categorized into 2 different categories or more if you need them to.